Stars lose in overtime again. Ottinger makes his second straight start. We're facing our Chicago for the second straight game. It's the second game that we've seen in the season. Hoping to get a better result than the last one, which was a 2-1 overtime loss. It was a great showing for Ottinger in that one also. So that's why bonus gave Otter the start in this one. Might also slightly be due to still kind of letting Dobie know that he's not thrilled about what happened. Let's just get right into it. Kivi Ranta comes back into the lineup for this one. We haven't seen him since the Nashville games. We get about 5 minutes in, and Stars break up a rush out of Chicago zone. They come in. Robertson's breaking in. He goes to pass it off. It gets broken up. It comes right back to him, and he's power passes it to Hintz, who dangles out Lankinen and pots one home. Gets the Stars up 1-0 early. Let's go, Rope. Beautiful goal. Haven't seen one like that from Rope yet this year. Rope, he looked pretty good this game. He was all over the ice. He was flying. Well, that's when you know he's feeling it. Chicago goes on a power play, and late in the power play, take a shot and hits the post, but that's as close as they come, and the Stars get out of the first period with a 1-0 lead. They do start the period with a Chicago power play. Como gets a semi-break. His shot's a little bit rushed, but Lankinen gets a glove on it, makes a save. Gurianov gets sent in on a break after he leaves the box. He tries to go 5-hole. Lankinen says no, and again, keeps it a 1-goal game. Pista grips one on net and it bounces around a little bit. Jamie kind of loses his bounce. Gets it back, puck comes right to him, and he roofs it over Lankinen. Then you watch the replay. Like I said, Ben loses his balance. He used Lankinen's shoulder to keep himself up, putting Lankinen out of position. So Chicago challenges it, and they continue to look at it, and the more I look at it, the more I'm like, that's not going to be a goal. Jamie had some fun, though, while the challenge was going on, and the camera kept panning to him from different angles, and he kept just being like, staring at the camera like a goof. But it would get called back, and then Chicago comes in, pushing in, and Ottinger doing everything in his power to keep that puck out, and he does. And it remains 1-0. Chicago then goes on another power play, and they get some good work going. They get a little bit of a cross work going, and they feed one out front to Janmark, who tips one on and in, and now it's 1-1. So Janmark scores against the Stars. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't see it. As much as he's been doing pretty good this year, and I do like that. I am glad to see that. I think this the change Chicago suits him very well. So I'm glad that he's seeing success there. Klingberg takes a shot, goes off Caro, he settles it down, puts it on net. Lankinen stays big and strong, and with it, and denies it, and covers it. Driving, he was trying, but we end the second with a 1-1 game. So whoever wins the period wins the game, right? The Stars turn it over a little over a minute and can't get it out. And Kane drops it, gets a one-timer from the fourth man in. Ottinger gets a glove on it, denies it, keeps it tied. And then DeBrincat from Kane sets up a nice cross feed to Suter. But Ottinger gets across and denies it. Ottinger again lights out this game. And Fox then would get sent in on a break with under 5 minutes to go. And it gets denied. And there's a couple different opportunities, and the final one is denied by Zadorov getting his stick out on it and clearing it out of the crease. And that would take us back to overtime for the second game in a row for Chicago at 1-1. The Stars win the face-off, take control, they go to set up. Rope comes in, gets a shot, then loses his footing, ends up flying into Lankinen. Lankinen ends up on top of him. Kivi Ranta goes for a wraparound, doesn't get it. I don't know if it would have counted, because I don't know if it was Keith that got Hintz down. Like I still am not sure, or if Hintz just lost his edge. So I don't know if that would have been a good or not goal. They basically trade chances. Chicago comes in, Ottinger says no. Guriana comes in, Lankinen says no. Suter picks up a feed as he's breaking into the zone, dangles out the Stars player in front of him, and Ottinger. And for the second straight game, Stars fall 2-1 in overtime. Hagel just seen Suter coming in, and Suter did a quick forehand backhand around Klingberg, set it past Ottinger's pad. And that's the game. There was a point late in the third too, like the dying minute. Hintz had an opportunity, like right on the crease. It was an open net. He swung at it and he fanned on it. And it was kind of at that point I'm like, I really hope this doesn't bite them in the butt, but I really feel like it's going to. And it turned out it did, sadly. Again, it was a good game between two division teams that have been division teams for a while. Janmark picks up the goal to tie it. Like I said, I wish it wasn't against the Stars, but I am glad to see that he's having success in Chicago. Because it seemed like every year that went on here, it was just seemed to be a little bit more of a struggle for him. So now we're seeing him kind of get back to his game and play where he's comfortable and stuff, and it's obviously working for him, so that's awesome. And I wish him the best of luck in the continuation. And like I said before, Ottinger, again, played another really good game. Definitely deserves that goal support he got from the first two games in these two. I think he seems to be like I was saying before in like the last video, he's gaining confidence and he's looking better every game, and he's pretty dialed in right now, and he's giving Dobie a run for his money right now, honestly. But let's get into the post game. Lankinen gets the overtime win. He saved 34 of 35 for a .971 save percentage. He also continues to have a really good season so far, and he's proving a lot of doubters for the Chicago goaltending wrong, and I was honestly one of them for the season. And Subban did a little bit of that last game too, so I kind of feel like I got a little bit shoved in my face right now. And then Ottinger saved 27 of 29 for the overtime loss, so now he's 2-0-2, and that save percentage was a .931. The shots on goal, it was 10-9 in the first for Dallas. It was 13-8 in the second for Dallas. It was 10-10 tie even in the third, and it was a 2-2 tie even in overtime. The face-offs, this is by far Dallas's best. They went 60.4%. They went 29 for 19. Power plays, Chicago 1 for 4, Dallas 0 for 2. So they seem to be struggling there a little bit now after being so hot to start. The hits were 25-11 in favor of Dallas. I think the star of the game for me has to go to Otter. This is Otter Appreciation ×2. Back-to-back videos. He played really good again, and like I said, he's just continually getting better, and you can just see how well he's tracking the puck and focused in on what's going on and reading plays, and he looks very good for being 22 in his rookie season, and for as little experiences he has, especially like in the NHL, he looks really good, and he seems to just be getting better at this point. So that is exciting as a Stars fan. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and maybe even ring that notification bell so you're notified if there's anything that you think that I missed or that you want to add to or anything like that. Go down in the comments below, start that discussion. If you haven't already, go check out my Twitter. I'll leave a link to that down in the description below, and I will talk to you after Carolina.